Broadcasting live, it's America's longest-running national radio talk show on computers, Computer America, hosted by national columnist Craig Crossman. Look for Craig's weekly column in your favorite newspaper. This show is being beamed nationwide at ComputerAmerica.com.
Hello and welcome into the Computer America Show. It's the nation's longest-running, nationally syndicated radio talk show on computers. Computer America is heard around the world and coast to coast. And I'm your host, Craig Crossman.
If I wore a big baseball cap, and I don't know if it would obstruct the camera's view of my eyebrows, of course it would interfere with the tracking. But in a typical use case, it's fairly robust. And
Right.
Again, this is not really our merit; it's the folks at Visage Technologies who did all the heavy lifting in this regard.
Right, because if you raise your eyebrows, the character will raise his eyebrows. I assume that if you move your nose, the nose is going to twitch, or I'm not sure exactly. Now, the ears, obviously you're not moving your ears, so is that just part of the natural motion of the character? You have that built in?
Yes, for the ears, yes. But also we do plan to have other form of controls, like we have two options, either button pressed, button actuated, or a controller, or to infer the ear position based on facial expression. When it looks scared, we could make the ears go towards the back, but that's not really in right now because the program is still in development. It's not finalized yet.
Well,
it is available.
I have to say, for a program that's still in development, I think you are light years ahead of anything out there that I have seen.
I think in the electronic music world, it's sort of the same thing. I think the more you stick with whatever your thing is, the more you kind of get to know everybody else that does something similar.
Sure. Well, this begs the question: if it's a community, how do you guys stay in touch? Do you guys use some of these things that are being, decried in the music? Do you guys use Facebook or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How does it make you feel?
That's a great idea. that's like I need these things. My music never would have made it into your ears had I not used Facebook constantly, and SoundCloud and Twitter and Instagram. Had I not used social media, no one would know who I am at this point. And that's the sort of, I don't know, I need it, and that's why I think it's so sort of funny.
Yeah, I think
you're using the things that you're decrying, and yet they're the reasons why they're helping you to become so successul.
Absolutely.
So it goes to show that there's really two sides to this. It's not that it's good or bad. It's that it's both.
Yep.
Good and bad, like any other. Exact. It's complicated. Very true.
Sure.
Or not, right? These are the kinds of things that will deliver a better experience, certainly to the driver, but also ensure safe conditions. And when it's the opposite set of conditions where it's very busy and congested.
I think we've all had that moment where you're sitting at a red light, midnight, no traffic anywhere, no car in sight, and you have to make that ethical decision. Do I break the law? Or do I wait 2 minutes?
Yeah, and then you hear this, and then you break it and you hear the siren. You go, I know, I should have listened to I should.
Right,
exactly.
Right.
So you say Intel is so you're in San Jose, and Intel's role in the Smart Cities project with San Jose, and you're actively participating in that. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. We have just a wonderful relationship with the CIO of San Jose, Vijay Sameta, who has been a true innovator and a thought leader around leveraging technology to really improve the city.
Your question, Charles, if you had a video game that, say, you wanted to shoot as a first-person shooter, or say you have a sword and it's a sword fighting game, if you had an existing game in Android that used a touch, the developer would be able to easily start controlling that game using the MyArmband, using the SDK that we provide them. And we give out sample documentation, sample applications, everything they would need to get started with that.
Now, I've watched some of the demonstration videos of you with this device and actually playing a game. And basically, it looked like he was like pulling a trigger of a gun, so it would rapid fire, and it was reading the muscles in the arm, so it knows, oh, he's pulling a trigger.
Yeah.
It's very selective. You can get some very selective actions with this by what you're doing with your hand, your fists, and opening and closing of your hand, that type of thing.
Absolutely. Yep, exactly.
Actually funny because I worked for politicians a lot of my life, and I've just been an advocate for things, and I kind of did this blindly. I went in there really just very upset that this company was doing what they were doing, wanting to help people. I was a newer attorney, and I said, I'm not doing much else. I can help these guys. And I went on there, I did that, and I think they could kind of tell that I wasn't on there scamming them or trying to just get free marketing out of them. And it turned into, my reputation growing with them, certainly, and it's absolutely led to, growth with my law firm and growth with myself as an attorney. Actually, right after this radio show, I'm flying out to Seattle. There's a giant convention called PAX, and there's PAX Prime and then PAX Developer, and I'm going to PAX Developer, which just has thousands and thousands of game developers that are going there, and one of the things they're going to be doing, hopefully, is coming to my panel where I'm going to discuss a lot of them. And I would have never been asked to do something like this if I didn't have the reputation and the experience from Reddit and everything like that. So it was definitely a mutually beneficial thing. I was able to help them, and they were able to help my reputation grow and build my client base. So it's very appreciated all around.
Do is also you can scan an image of a person or whatever you want really, and then you can print it out. And then this is, my daughter painted this after. You can, as a craft, you can then, create a keepsake of, say, your child, for example. And the way that works is you take pictures from like 20 different pictures around their head, and it gets assembled into a 3D image, and you can cut it out and print it out, I should say, and then paint it if you like. Very, very slick. Yeah, very neat.
You got some quite a number of little of items there. Oh, look, there. Well, no, that's you. I thought.
Well, that's me. But that's not a 3D printed object.
I thought he printed one of you.
It could be. Oh, this is kind of neat too. So we have a just like a vase.
Oh, it's like a vase. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a vase. You can.
I mean, you can make one of these things and paint it. And make a nice little gift.
Yeah, nice little gift.